We knew going into the Monday Night Raw post-Night of Champions that Femi was the king of the ring. And there were a lot of rumors floating around that Femi was going to give up his title shot to the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. Well, those rumors were true. How we got there, though, was pretty significant because, of course, Femi comes out. He talks about should he challenge for the WWE Championship or should he challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship? And then all of a sudden, doom, 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 doom. Brock Lesnar's music hits alongside his advocate, the one and only Paul Heyman, who we had not seen since Braun Breaker spear for the barricade, which is important, by the way. And Brock Lesnar talks about how he never cut a good promo, and that's why he had Paul Heyman, and he told Femi, good promo kid, and he won the King of the Ring, and he doesn't enjoy the product or watch it, which again, Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar decides to talk and wants to have fun, Brock Lesnar is one of the most entertaining characters in WWE because Brock does have a quiet personality for such a beast. Kicks Femi in the nuts, F5, and then Oba gets up and says, I want to face you, Brock, at SummerSlam. And Brock says, fine. Hell in a Cell, which got a huge pop from me because I did not expect that at all. I thought it was going to be the rubber match. I thought the stipulation was going to be Brock has to put his career on the line. No. Hell in a Cell. And then backstage, Adam Pearce confirms that Femi will give up his title shot. Oba says, I'll earn more title matches in my career. I need to finish off the piece. I need to have this in my career resume belt that I ended Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell. And then we get to the main event where Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins do a confrontation, and Seth Rollins says, listen, I know I'm at the back of the line, Roman. I know you give out the title shots around here. I saw you give up a title shot to Jacob Fatu when I saw what happened there. But you have never beat me one-on-one for a world championship. We can go all the way back to the 2022 Royal Rumble when you had that guillotine on me. Rollins' hand was on the ropes. I was disqualified for it. We've had triple threat matches. We've had other matches since then. But this is one-on-one for the title I never lost. Of course, because the Vision turned on me, and now that I ended Braun Breaker in the Vision, I can focus on you. And our two main events at SummerSlam, one night will be the OTC versus the Visionary one last time. Roman Reigns mouthed to Seth Rollins at the end of the show without a microphone as he was heading up the ramp. At SummerSlam, we end the Shield forever. And the other will be a crowning achievement moment for Femi against the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And so for me, these are two massive matches for SummerSlam. And listen, Minneapolis got screwed out of WrestleMania 41 that went to Las Vegas. They said, you're not going to get SummerSlam that year. You're going to get it the next year in 2026. It looks like to me what they are making up for making the city of Minneapolis wait so long for a big WWE event. Because these are massive matches. Not only that, there's a report out there that Cody Rhodes defeats Jey Uso tomorrow night on SmackDown. Spoiler alert a little bit. I'm not sure if it's true, but that's the report. And that Cody Rhodes is going to face Sami Zayn in a rematch for the Undisputed Championship on Raw in Chicago. Which I am curious as to why that rematch is on Raw. The only reason why it would be on Raw and not SmackDown is because of the impending return of CM Punk. And Phil Brooks is rumored to be in a match against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, at SummerSlam. My hope at this point is that CM Punk turns heel, cost Cody Rhodes the undisputed title match against Sami Zayn, and CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, you can have a one-on-one match, no championship for SummerSlam. And so now you go into SummerSlam where on one night, two of these free matches are going to happen. CM Punk against Cody Rhodes, and either Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the World Championship, or Femi against Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell. All three of those matches could main event a WrestleMania. And again, I think because of the Rhea Ripley injury, I thought they were going to have Io Sky go after Rhea Ripley. That would have been another match that could have main evented a WrestleMania. I'm not sure Io Liv could, but it's a darn good match. I hope they tell a different story than the story they told at Night of Champions. You've got Charlotte Flair against Jade Cargill. I keep speculating. I think they're going to turn that into a match for the vacant WWE Women's Championship. And by the way, as I've talked about before, there's a world where Naomi, who was out about this time last year and about September due to the pregnancy, and we have not heard from her at all, she's going to return at some point. You have LA Knight against Jey Uso. I predict it's going to be a match at SummerSlam as they sort of finish that feud. It looks like Nick Aldis, who has been put on administrative leave by WWE after assaulting Gunther backstage at Night of Champions, he's going to get his final match of his career against the ring general Gunther. And it'll be a treat for us, the WWE audience, who have never seen Nick Aldis wrestle. And so you have Gunther and Aldis, and Gunther being the career killer can put down Nick Aldis, AJ Styles, John Cena, and Goldberg all within the last calendar year. I said before WrestleMania 42, which I thought was a good card on paper, especially night 2, I thought night 1 was lacking a little bit. But if you recall, I said I think SummerSlam's card on paper, based on the way they built this WrestleMania, SummerSlam was going to feel more like WrestleMania, especially with it being 2 nights. And I said WrestleMania was going to feel more like a one-night SummerSlam used to feel. And that's how I feel this year. I feel like this is a better card than WrestleMania with those 3 matches just off the top. And obviously WrestleMania, you know, we had Cody, Randy, we had the 6-ladder match, we had Brock and Oba, we had Liv and Stephanie, we had Rhea and Jade Cargill. But these matches, Charlotte Jade, Io Liv, Gunther Aldis, Roman Seth, Brock Oba, Cody Punk. And then the question is, what do you do with Sami Zayn, the last real good guy? Does he face somebody like a Johnny Gargano? Does a Randy Orton return as a babyface and go after Sami Zayn? Like, there's so many possibilities here for Sami Zayn. Does he face maybe a Jimmy Uso? Does Roman Reigns say, hey, Jay, you've been world champion before. It's time for your brother to go be a world champion. There's a lot of stories. Maybe even a Jacob Fatu. There's a lot of stories you could go after there with Sami Zayn in the Undisputed Championship if Cody Rhodes is definitely out of the picture and challenges CM Punk one-on-one. You hear the excitement in my voice. That's the excitement I have for Minneapolis on August 1st and August 2nd. Like that clip from the Brand's World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brand's World podcast right here on YouTube.